165 pounds middleweight division. Ito na yata ang division sa mundo ng pakikipagbasagan ng muka. Nabibihirang makatungtong ang ating mga kababayang mandirigmang Pinoy na handang itaya ang sarili nilang mga buhay upang maiahon sa hirap ng buhay ang kanilang pamilya sa mundo ng professional boxing. At bagamat buo ang loob at kilala ang ating lahi sa pakikipagbasagan ng bungo at away sa lansangan, ay medyo kinulang naman tayo pagdating sa tangkad at haba ng mga bias. Kaya naman pagdating sa aktual na laban ay medyo nadidihado tayo mga Pinoy kapag ibang lahi na ang ating mga nakikiengkwentro sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona. Kaya naman dahil dyan ay tila ba lagi na lamang hinahamak at ginagawang katatawanan ang ating mga mandirigmang Pinoy sa tuwing sasampa at lalaban ng mga ito sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona. At madalas pa nga kahit sa mga preskon at face-off pa lang ay palagi na lamang minamalit ng ibang lahing mga ito ang kapangyarihan ng isang dugong bughaw at mandirigmang Pinoy. Subalit ganun pa man mga idol, sa paglipas ng panahon ay mukhang nabaligtad na ang ihip ng hangin nang simulang makilala ang isang Pinoy middleweight prospect at yanagin nito ang bansang Amerika. At maglaon ay nakakasabay at tila nakikilala na rin po tayo pagdating sa pakikipagbasagan ng muka sa mabibigat na timbang. Isa nga pong patunay dyan ay ang unting-unting pagalingaw ng pangalan ngayon ng tinaguriang bulldozer ng Philippine Boxing dahil sa mga bulldozer daw nitong mga kamao na walang iba kundi ang tubong nagkarlan sa Buanga del Sur na si Yumir Felix Marcial. Bagamat masasabing underrated ang tingin ng ibang lahi dito sa ating kababayan pagdating sa mabigat na timbang, ay hindi nila dapat iniismol ang kapangyarihan ng isang Pinoy pagdating sa sports ng suntukan, sapagkat sanay itong ating kababayan sa hirap ng buhay sa probinsya at anumang patayang trabaho, mapa-construction man yan o barbero sa kalsada. At gaya ng ating Division World Champion at pambansang kamo Manny Pacquiao ay laki sa hirap itong ating bidang si Yumir Marcial mga idol. Kaya naman ang pagboboxing ang nakita nitong paraan upang maiahon sa hirap ng buhay sa probinsya ang kanyang mahal na pamilya. Kaya naman bata pa lamang ay sumabak na ang batang Marcial sa pakikitigma sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona. At dahil sa taglay na ang kinlakas at husay sa pakikipaglaban ay nakitaan kagad dito ng potensyal na maging world champion balang araw. Sa katunayan mga idol, sa amateur fights nagtala itong si Marcial ng 50 panalo at ang 4 na po dito ay tinapos ng Pinoy sa pamamagitan ng brutal knockout at may 5 talo lamang. At ang matindi pa nga dito mga idol ay minsan nang nirepresenta ni Yumir Marcial ang Pilipinas sa Southeast Asian Games sa larangan ng boxing noong taong 2013 kung saan ay naiuwi niya ang gintong medalya at silver medal naman sa Asian Confederation Boxing Championship at hinirang noon bilang Best Asian Youth Boxer of the Year noong taong 2025. At dahil sa gabay at tulong ng ating Division World Champion at pambansang kamo Manny Pacquiao ay napabilang si Yumir Marcial sa EP Promotion kabilang ang ilang mga future world champion sa Pinas. Dito ay mas nahasa ang aking galing at husay nitong si Yumir Marcial mga idol. Kaya naman pagsampa nitong ating bidang halimaw sa kanyang professional boxing ay buhay naman ng 6 na panalo kagad ang siyang tumambad dito na talaga namang ikinagimbal ng buong Amerika dahil sa kanilang nasaksihan kung saan ay puro knockout ang ginawa ng Pinoy sa kanyang mga naging kalaban. Subalit sa kabila nga po ng mga achievement at taglay na kapangyarihan ng ating kababayan ay tila ba minamalit pa rin ng ibang lahi ang kakayahan ng isang mandirigmang Pinoy. At ang isa nga sa mga boksingerong winawalang kwenta ang lakas ng ating kababayan ay ang boksingerong ipinagmamalaki ng bansang Valenzuela na walang iba kundi ang tinaguriang El Terrible ng Valenzuela na si Eddie Colmenares. Isang 6-footer na bakulaw na may nakakagimbal na 100% knockout ratio na ang ibig sabihin ay lahat ng nakakalaban ng Venezuelan fighter na ito ay puro knockout ang inaabot mga idol. Kaya naman itinuturing ang bakulaw na ito na most avoided fighter sa kanyang dibisyon. Sa katunayan mga idol ay hindi basta-basta at talaga namang kinaiilagan ng bakulaw na ito sa 160 pounds middleweight division dahil sa pagiging knockout artist at pagiging brutal na boksingero nito sa kanyang mga kalaban. Dahil nga po dyan ay naging WBO Latino Super Welterweight itong si Bakulaw noong taong 2017 at naging WBC International Youth Middleweight Champion naman noong taong 2019 at naging undefeated si El Terrible ng Valenzuela sa nakalipas na 5 taon. Bagamat naikasa na ang laban sa pagitan ng ating kababayan na si Yummer Marcial at Bacolao na si Eddie Colmenares, ay hindi nagustuhan nitong si El Terrible ang matchup na ito sapagkat bakit daw siya itatapat sa isang Pinoy na wala pang napapatunayan sa mundo ng professional boxing. At wala daw siyang pakialam kahit undefeated pa itong si Yummer Marcial sapagkat puros mahihinang nilalang daw ang kinalaban ng ating kababayan. Nais daw nitong si Calamares na isang dekalibreng boksingero ang kanyang makasagupa sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona at hindi ang Pinoy na 3 beses pinabagsak sa laban ng isang mahinang boksingero. Bagamat hindi naging maganda ang mga pasaring nitong si Calamares sa ating kababayan at mayroon pa itong 100% knockout ratio at kinakatakutan sa middleweight division ng Bacolao na ito, ay hindi naman nakaramdam ng kahit anumang pagkabahala itong ating bidang halimaw at bagkus ay nagpokus lamang ito sa training at nagpalakas ng inam para sa nalalapit nilang bakbakan. Ika-29 ng Oktubre taong 2025, tuloy na naikasa ang sagupan sa pagitan ng ating kababayan na si Felix Yummer Marcial at El Terrible ng bansang Valenzuela na si Eddie Calamares. Paglalabanan ng dalawang Bacolao ang bakanting WBC International Middleweight title. Ang kanilang bakbakan ay naganap sa Araneta Coliseum, Barangay Cubao, Ibabaw, Quezon City. So umpisa natin sa round 1 mga idol. Nakasuot ng red ng Valenzuelan fighter dito mga idol ha. Well, ang ating kababayan naman na si Yummer Marcial ay naka-black. Grabe, ang laki pala talaga dito ng kalaban ni Marcial mga idol no. Literal na 6-footer. Pero alam naman natin na boxing ay hindi ito palaki ng katawan o patangkaran. Labanan ito ng talino, lakas at ring IQ sa ibabaw ng lona. At syempre ang pusong Pinoy na hindi mo kapatalo. Kaya let's go mga idol. Dito mukhang nakuha na ni Yummer Marcial ang distansya sa kalaban. Dahil sa round na ito, medyo umaatake itong si Kabayan at pinupuntirya talaga ni Marcial ang bodega ni Calamares. Pero maganda yung sagot dito ng Venezuelan fighter dahil hindi ito umatras at bagkus sinasabay nito na counter ang atake ni Marcial. Ayun no, kita nyo ba yun mga idol? Talaga namang naglalagutukan ng mga suntok ng dalawang Bacolao na to.
Rugi. Timing ngayon. Akin. Sumpe ko na sa sehas. Pasabay. Nice.
What? Taas kamay. Hoy! Hoy! Taas kamay. Hoy! Hoy!
Round 3, mukhang nakuha ni Kabayan ng round 2 mga idol ha. Dahil sa magandang setup na tumatama sa kalaban. Ito yung maganda sa style ni Yummer Marcial. Kumbaga sa tuwing lalaban to, even sa SEA Games, ay lagi lamang itong kalmado. Kumbaga, inaantay niya munang umatake yung kalaban, then pag may pagkakataon, doon ito susuntok ng malakas na counter. Kaya nga pag tumama sa kalaban, ngunit sa pagkakataong ito ay madadali si Kabayan dito ni Calamares. Matataman kasi si Marcial dito sa mukha at babagsak.
Chismax. Oh, Marshall, balik ka na lang sa tayo mo. Eh, message mo na lang ako pag tapos na.
Uy, menya tol. Tol, menya tol ha.
Push na eh. Push na eh.
Tol, menya kabeza tol.
Round 4. Dito sa round na to, medyo naging agresibo si Yumir Marcial mga idol. Kumbaga nag-init bigla si Kabayan dito. Marahil ay dala yun ng pagbagsak niya sa round 3. At bagamat aggressive yung atake ni Marcial dito, still meron pa rin namang depensa kahit papaano. Hindi rin kasi ito basta-basta magpapabaya dahil alam niyang knockout artist ang kalaban niya. At talagang may lakas din. Parang yung laban niya kay Isaiah Hart, di ba? 3 beses pa nga bumagsak si Marcial doon. Pero still lako pa rin naman ni Kabayan ang panalo at knockout pa ang inabot ng Amerikano.
Nice. Nice. Woo!
Walang yaman! Hoy! Galaw! Walang yaman!
Yan. Droge! 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 Yan.
Round 5. Sobrang solid ng round 4 na yun para kay Marcial mga idol. Kumbaga na-maintain niya yung mga jab, right hook at mga uppercut sa kalaban. Dito makikita yung magandang kondisyon ng isang boksingero bago sumampa sa lona. Kasi biruin nyo mga idol kung hindi maganda ang kondisyon ni Marcial dito ay baka tapos na itong bakbakang ito sa lakas nitong Valenzuelan fighter. Pero still nakarecover pa itong si Yumir Marcial mga idol at nakuha pa niya ang round na to.
WBC open scoring after 4 rounds. Blue corner from Judge A, 38-37. Judges B and C for the red corner, 38-37.
Good. Yan. Droge! 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 Yan! 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 Woo! Wala na, wala na! Wala na natira! Wala na! Wow! Tatlo! Tatlo! Wow! Woo! Yan.
Round 6. Parang gusto nang tapusin ng Valenzuelan fighter ang laban Marahil ay napansin nitong si Calamares na pagod na itong si Yumir Marshall. Pero sabi ko nga diba mga idol, maganda ang conditioning nitong si Kabayan kaya hindi ito basta-basta mapapagod. Kumbaga ganito naman talaga ang style ni Marshall Medyo aalalay muna pero pag nakahanap yan ng magandang counter saka yan bibitaw ng 1-2 combination. Pagmasdan yung maigi mga idol.
Yan, dikit. Oy, oy. Yan.
Tapusin mo na yan! Hinahanap si Tang.
Kumal ka dito sa gabi.
Mabilis lamang, Yumir!
Oy, oy. Yan.
Sino na? Yumir!
Oy.
Ay, ano yan? Yung lahat ng weights na pinibigay. Ay, Yumir, lawas! Cuerpo, doon, dale, cuerpo! Cuerpo, pinay ka! Dale mo na sa ribs! Pinga, doon dale ang ribs!
Yan. Yan.
Lawan!
Yan.
Hadi!
Yan.
Sige! Ay! Hadi!
Yan. Yan.
Lawas! Yang! Lawan! Yumir!
Yan. 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 Yan.
Action! Bang Yumir! Bang Yumir!
Kaibigan.
Action! Action! Action!
Scores after 8 rounds. Judge A has it 77-74 for the red corner. Judge B, 77-74 for the red corner, and C, 76-75 for the red corner.
Lamang tayo, lamang. Wala na. Yan. Yan. Oh, gag. Yan. Yan. Tas baba. Wala na. Wala na. Uy. Kumpiyansa kasi.
What has to be one of the
Dahil sa 24 na sunod na pagkakapanalo at naging undefeated mula noong sumabak sa professional boxing, lakas loob na hinarap ng Mexican undefeated prospect na si Raul alias The Cobra Martinez, ang Noy IBF at IBO World Flyweight Champion na si Nonito The Filipino Flash Donaire. February 2008, naging IBO International Super Flyweight Champion si Martinez nang talunin niya si Benjamin Garcia via unanimous decision, at 5 buwan lang ang makalipas, naging IBA World Super Flyweight Champion nang talunin naman niya si Isidro Garcia. Pero imbis na makiat ng timbang sa bantamweight division, mas pinili nitong bumaba sa flyweight division at sinagupa ang ating kababayan na si Nonito Donaire na para bang may gusto itong patunayan. April 2009, naganap na ang laban ni Raul Martinez at Nonito Donaire. May record noon si Martinez na 24 wins with 14 knockout at walang talo. Si Donaire naman ay may kartadang 20 wins with 13 knockout at merong isang talo. Ginanap ang laban sa Araneta Coliseum, Cubao, Quezon City. Napakahalagang laban ito para sa ating kababayan dahil ito ang unang laban niya sa world title na ginanap sa sarili niyang bayan.
Victory over Victor Proa, who is an undefeated fighter, but you know, Nonito Donaire is one of the upper echelon, along with the Darchinas.
About is that when he came to the Philippines in the first couple of days, he was dropping so much weight. He was concerned because of the human schedule for 12. And Donaire is, well, both these guys extremely engaging.
Yeah, he was very concerned about it.
With the right hand, and the grab reaction. Martinez is going backwards. Donaire's trying to take care of business. They had a little.
And always
Oh, the left hook on the chin, and down goes Martinez. He's shaking it off. Did we mention the left hook? Of bewilderment on the face of Martinez. Back to the left hand again is Donaire.
done for Martinez because he'll put himself in the harm's way of a
Got
counter
hit
left
again.
hook. If you press Donaire, that counter left hook will really.
Suck it up and find a way to survive.
And those wild punches are not going to really hurt you. And that was the punch that hit in Darchinia.
Miller, down goes Martinez for a second time. It becomes evident. And you can bet they're listening for the bell over here in Martinez corner.
Especially with the left hand, well documented. A kind of a half uppercut hook. Just a great punch.
The next great champion from these islands. And he had 2 knockdowns. Obviously, Tim's power you were mentioning. And even Martinez talked about it. It's so obvious.
You know, Nonito Donaire has had a couple of wins since the win over Darchin. The last one.
7 round, the first round. So we'll see if Martinez can react with the power.
He had some moments where he wanted to fight handily and won a TKO in the 6th round. There were just moments where he looked a bit slow. The power of Donaire is the equalizer. He can hurt anybody with his weight class.
He's trying to finish it early, Al. As again, the left hand. Martinez gets hit with a...
But the problem is
the left hand again.
There's the power of Donaire, and that's my point.
The right. Martinez is just staggered. He's in big trouble. He's trying to stay away. Donaire wanting to put on a show on a Sunday.
As Donaire was landing at left hook, Martinez actually landed a nice counter right hand, but the Donaire's punch was so much more powerful. Donaire's taking a
Morning here in the Philippines. The left hand, down goes Martinez again.
A lot of risks and chances the way he's attacking Martinez, but Martinez has not been able to land that one big punch to push Donaire off it. So it's working because he's knocked Martinez down 3 times.
No fear whatsoever is what that's called. The body goes Donaire. Martinez surviving so far.
Nice right hand by Martinez. Nonito Donaire is just throwing caution to the wind. And of course, you see Martinez found an overhand right, and he has landed it against Donaire because Donaire is throwing all caution to the wind. This is not...
Lightly lands it. It just gets him completely off kilter. Now he's trying to come back with a jab and show a little speed. Good right hand, though.
And the more he hangs in there, the more...
I think Martinez right now, I was just trying to hold his ground and get himself resettled after being knocked down 3 times in the first 2 rounds.
Donaire kind of takes risks to get him out. I'm not suggesting Martinez is going to take advantage of that, but he might. Yeah, he is. And
Trying to find some kind of a groove to get get back into this fight.
Well, he found one weapon, and that's the overhand right. The more he can throw that...
Combination. There's the boxer you were talking about, Al.
And Nonito Donaire, it's all about keeping his distance, keeping his balance, and landing those big punch. Especially when Donaire's off balance and attacking, the more he might make something happen. But clearly, Donaire is shots from long range. That's what he does so effectively.
Once again, I remind you folks, we're in the Philippines. And coming to you on a Sunday morning from the Philippines.
It's been great. Brian Valoria with a dramatic win over Ulysses Solis.
I think maybe Martinez is grateful too.
Well, you know, he realized he wasn't getting Martinez out of there, so he was...
Site of the Thriller Manila, or not the Coliseum, back in 1975, and we've certainly had a thrilling fight card this morning.
A lot of fun. And here we've had lots of action early in Nonito Donaire's homecoming.
Nonito Donaire had
Combination punch from the Elizabeth Morgan. He worked on his legs, biometrics, running hill, and he said he was having trouble with his legs. He didn't feel like he was strong enough in fight.
has 3 knockdowns in the first 2 rounds. More cautious this round now.
Yeah, he's trying to use his technique on his takes. And he's worked on that a lot and thinks that will help his stamina in fights as well.
Biometrics. I get the running up the hills part. I like the way he's turned into the boxer here, showing his speed and combinations and
Yep. I'm like Red Skelton. I don't explain him, I just tell him. Taking those risks. So now you have to retrench and say, okay, I'm going to have to box this guy a little bit and land big punches.
Gorski comes over and says he's going to have to show some defense and stay on his feet and be all right. You know, he's keeping an eye, obviously, on Martinez after being knocked down 3 times.
He could work the body. In the later rounds, it might slow Donaire down, but we haven't seen one body punch by Martinez yet. He hasn't been close enough. There he landed a good left hook.
It was early in this fight.
You know, Martinez's plan was to get on the inside and work the body of Donaire. He has not even come close to being able to do that. He felt like if...
Last 2 rounds, Donaire's gone back to working the jab. And there's the body punches.
And Pete Podgorski did not... there's that counter left hook. He is so dangerous with that punch.
Chow, we're calling for. And Martinez may be able to find some sort of rhythm here and survive that onslaught he got in the first 2 rounds. It certainly will put you on the defensive before you throw a right out.
Absolutely. You have to be really careful about how you're going to...
Circle to his left against the right hand of Martinez. And I think that's the angle he wants to come in with it.
Attack him.
Left anyway. Just hoping Martinez will take the bait and throw that right, and he can come back with that counter left and goodbye.
And there was a very good one, and he's using it there. That's part of what makes this whole deal work. And there's the left uppercut again. And again, that punch was a right that missed by Martinez, but Donaire was not quite in position to throw the left hand. Donaire's jab, so good for Donaire.
Sort of comes from about 45 degrees, not straight up, but it's Martinez has had no answer.
What Donaire does in this, you know,
It's a twisting thing that when it lands, it's devastating. And he talked about his legs, you know, delivering and sitting down on it.
He's about the same. He's got a couple inches in height, and he fights tall. Donaire fights tall. That's part of the reason what makes him kind of a bad matchup for some of the other people in his division. It's that and the jab and the counterpunch that makes him a tough.
There's the uppercut. There's the uppercut.
Dahil sa lakas ng upper left hook ni Donaire na tumama naman sa panga ni Martinez, bagsak ang Meksikano. Bagamat nakatayo pa at kitang gusto pang lumaban ni Martinez, hindi na ito pinayagan pa. Dahil alam ng referee na wala ng pag-asang manalo ang Meksikano at tiyak na bugbog lang ang aabutin nito. Umpisa pa lang ng round, 2 beses na itong bumagsak at 1 beses sa round 3. Kita sa buong round ng laban na lamang ang ating kababayan at wagi si Nonito Donaire via technical knockout sa round 4.
Anybody down with it.